G'day guys, SirPrawnalot here with another video. Today I'm going to be setting up this tank and aquascaping it. Should be a fun video, that's all I have to say at the start. So this is what I've got to aquascape with at the moment. I have wood outside still. So this is maple stone, really cool rock, heaps of little crevices and stuff. There's also some crystals, you can see here. So really cool. I've got for the substrate gravel, this is just gold pearl from Pisces, and a mixture of white sand and river sand, both Pisces sands. So I'm going to start with putting the substrate in, obviously. I have other rocks and other bits of wood that I might try popping in, but yeah, this is what I got to start with. So I'm just going to pour the gravel all in. I'm not going to worry about scooping it in or anything. And I'll mix it all up and put a bit of water in it a bit later on, I think. So looking at how much I have here, I may need to get more. I'm just going to go ahead. So it's a whole bag there. It's already open because I did a little testing with it earlier just to see how big it was and whatnot. So obviously it hasn't filled the whole tank, but if I start spreading it out, hopefully it'll go further than I need. Depending on how much I have and how much it covers will determine how much sand I put in and where I place some things. So I'll get back to you once I've spread it out evenly. So I've flattened it out like that. I think I'm just going to go with this and put sand in this area. If you don't know, there's a tip that if you put your gravel on a slant, going upwards I guess, so it's lower at the front and higher at the back, it can make the tank look a lot bigger. It's just an aquascaping tip there. So I'll go ahead and just add the sand and see what I come up with. So I've added the sand in there. It's a little deeper than I would have wanted, but it's a bit hard to get it all flat, so you can grab a piece of cardboard here and just flatten it out with the cardboard. Make sure you get an even spread. You can obviously do the same with the gravel and make it taller at the back. Just don't make it too deep or you'll get the anaerobic bacteria producing the gas bubbles in the sand. So you can take any card, credit card or anything like that, and just smooth it out a bit. So now comes the fun part, which is organising where the rocks will go. I am thinking of making this corner taller, I guess, so I'll probably put the wood and the rocks in this area more, and then make, a flatter area out here. So just go grab the wood, and I will, sort out the rocks as well. So this is what I came up with. It hasn't got much height, as I was looking for, but I don't know, I'm pretty happy with it. I've made this kind of bridge here. It almost looks like a sunken ship, that piece of wood. I think it's alright. It's pretty well balanced as well. As you can see, there's a bunch of sand from where I was turning it and trying to get it to fit. That piece of plant with the Anubias is alright as well. I'm going to have to fill up the tank today just because of the Anubias there. In my last video I said it was really stuck and I kind of liked how it was, so I didn't want to change it. I use those pebbles as well down here just to add a bit of, texture around. But yeah, that's what I've got so far. I'll fill it up and see how it looks with all the water in it and stuff. We'll have to buy a better light, I think. The good thing about this log as well is I can probably hide a heater, like from there to there, back in the background. So that'll come in really handy. I think that will definitely make it look a lot better. The reason I went with the sand here is for corridors. I'm really keen to get some of those, and they love digging in sand, so thought that'd be a good idea. It's not really a river, I guess, it's just a river pebble and river sand look to it. It's kind of wacky, I don't know what to call it really, but I like it. I'm gonna definitely plant it up a lot more. There won't be much down this end, it's gonna be very open, but I really want to get some more plants in amongst the back there. Definitely the background, maybe some Java fern or something like that. So yeah, I will be using root tabs as well. I've never used them before and I'm fairly sure it would definitely help. So if you know much about root tabs or plants or growing plants in gravel, that would really help out. Maybe buying some more gravel as well just to make it deeper if I need to, which isn't much of a hassle. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. I think it looks pretty nice. So I'm going to get filling it up. It's going to be a struggle because I only have this bucket here. I'm not even sure how much that holds. So it might take a while, but I'll definitely get it done. So I'll catch you when I have done the water. So that's it with one bucket in. So there's the height of it. And that's how much more is to go. It's going to take a few buckets. I might just quickly calculate it and give you a total number there. So that was 4 centimeters just about. So, you know, I think about 10 more buckets will get the full way. So it's not that many, but it's still a lot. I really should get something like a Python hose that connects from the tap to here. But just never looked into it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing the bucket trick and see how it goes. So we're about a third of the way there. Just thought I'd give an update. It's looking pretty good, everything's holding together. I got my other Anubias plant and just spread them around. This one had new growth coming off of it, so I cut it and propagated it over here. I think having the Anubias going all along from like this corner to that corner will look really cool. So I'm going to try and grow it throughout. It's relatively easy. You can cut like one from like a bit off this one, say, and you can put it in other places. As long as it's got a couple leaves and a couple bits of root, you can pretty much just snip it. I could snip this one again, but I'm pretty happy with how it looks there, so don't want to disturb it. So yeah, I'll get back to filling this bad boy up. So there it is with the filters in and all filled up. I could go a bit higher, but I thought I'd just leave it like that for the moment. It's about, I don't know, yay long. Extra space at the top. I'll probably add some floating plants in a sec, but yeah, have a look into them. I've got this Pisces filter that was broken. It's meant to have a bottom piece like down there, but the little locky things that twist on were all broken when I bought it. And I asked about a refund or getting it replaced, and it would have cost more to buy a new one than get it refunded. So I just thought I'll just leave it how it is and use it just so it's on its own like that. So that makes pretty good like waves at the top, some good surface tension, or breaks the surface tension a bit. And then I've got just the sponge filter over this side. I hope it's enough filtration. It should be. I'm not going to overstock it or anything, most likely, but I'll see how it goes, I guess. Sponge filter's pretty good, and the other filter's alright. It's got a bit of sponge in it, which does a little bit. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. It's huge. It's the biggest project I've ever done, and in my opinion, it's turned out alright so far. I still need to add a heater in, but that's the only thing. And the heater I want to use is in with the shrimp at the moment, because it's winter here and I do need the heater. But I'm sure I'll, sell some of those shrimp and then just transfer the heater over, and the shrimp at the same time. But yeah, it's looking really good. Let me know what you think about it. I know it's not, you know, a proper aquascape with, you know, usually you'll see like the big rocks piled up in a slope and all that stuff, but it is still an aquascape, just a bit different, I guess. But yeah, that piece of wood moved, I just noticed, so I'll have to fix that up. But other than that, that's all I've done. This corner over here, I may add, I was thinking either fill it up with heaps of moss, or just add more rocks into there. But I'm not sure, I'll just have to see how I feel about it. Definitely, like I said before, get some more plants down the back here, along the back side of it, a bit down the front. But yeah, that's all I've really got. Not much else to do. I'm not sure on the background, because that's just my wall at the back. It kind of looks nice. I haven't tried it with a black background yet, but I may invest in a piece of card, just like a black piece of card, and put it back there, just to hide the filters and stuff. If you're wondering, that piece of driftwood is Malaysian, and this one's Golden Vine. They're pretty good pieces of wood. They do get pretty expensive in Australia. I don't know about other places, probably still expensive. I just know that importing them into Australia and stuff like that costs a lot. So it's kind of tough to aquascape, just with the prices, but yeah, it's still pretty good once you, you know, get your wood and get your rocks and set it all up. But yeah, really happy with how it's looking, really keen to stock it. Like I said in the other video, I'm not sure what I'm actually going to put in here. Because of the height, I was thinking maybe an angelfish and do a community tank. But it would look awesome with just heaps of tetras, you know, neon or anything really. So yeah, still not sure. I've got plenty of time to work it out. I'm going to let this cycle for a week and make sure it's all okay. And I'll get some plants during the week, I think, and yeah, make it look all nice. To my surprise, the gravel and sand didn't mix when I was filling it up. Like there's a few bits and pieces, but not a huge mix, which is good. Everything stayed how I wanted it. So yeah. If you learned anything in this video, or you liked it, or you like the scape, let me know in the comments. Always love a chat in the comments. Leave a like if you liked it, and subscribe if you want more. This will be probably the last big one I do for a while, just because I don't have any more tanks, and I don't have any more room for tanks. I mean, there's a little space over here, but that's about it. So yeah, we'll be doing other videos, you know, buying new fish, buying new plants, and, you know, popping them in. So if you want to see all that and see this tank grow, let me know. So thanks for watching.